I inherited diabetes, but I never expected the meds to trigger a stroke, nerve damage, and hearing loss. What happened next flipped everything I believed upside down. I was born into a family where diabetes wasn't just a diagnosis, it was a generational burden, a silent thread woven through our history, affecting my mother, my brothers and sisters, and eventually me. A shadow hanging over nearly every generation. I watched my mother, my brothers, battle this disease. For 3 of my brothers, it ended in amputations, and for the others, it took their lives. And as much as I told myself it wouldn't be me, it found me too. If diabetes has touched your family too, you need to see this. We've prepared a free guide that reveals the natural approach to break this cycle. The link's in the bio, description, and pinned comments below. Medical interventions and their consequences. In 2012, my doctor started me on metformin XR, 500 milligrams. By 2014, it doubled. Despite my efforts, the numbers didn't lie. High blood sugar-related issues lead to arteritis, carpal tunnel syndrome, muscle cramps, and mild muscle spasms. And then in 2015, a mild stroke. Diabetes medication's silent consequences. At first, doctors called it vertigo, but a magnetic resonance imaging scan told the real story. A small part on my left side of my brain had been permanently damaged. The silent consequences of this chronic illness were already underway. That mild stroke left its mark on me. It caused permanent damage to the left side of my brain, and in a cruel twist, it didn't just affect my body. It deeply impacted my mental clarity, leaving me with lingering lack of self-confidence, fear, and uneasiness. Physically, it left the side of my body with ongoing challenges, like unsteadiness and limited movement, reminders of how far-reaching the effects truly are. Simple things like opening a jar or steadying myself while walking became daily challenges. But it didn't stop there. The trauma triggered bouts of anxiety, stress-related setbacks, and even cost me hearing in my left ear. Later diagnosed as tinnitus, a constant, relentless ringing, a daily reminder that this disease touches far more than blood sugar. Experiencing the power of hope. This experience reminded me of a famous scientific study by Dr. Kurt Richter, an American psychobiologist. In the 1950s, Richter conducted an experiment placing domesticated and wild rats in jars of water to test how long they could swim before drowning. The wild rats would give up within 15 minutes. But something remarkable happened when Richter intervened. He would rescue the rats just as they were about to give up, dry them off, and let them rest briefly before placing them back in the water. This hope was a lifeline. What happened next defied all logic. Those same rats swam for an astonishing 60 hours, over 200 times longer than they had before. In fact, one reportedly survived for 81 hours. Why? Hope. Richter concluded that rats could endure unimaginable suffering if they believed that rescue was possible. In many ways, we are those rats, diabetes sufferers, clinging to the hope that things can get better. And that's why we've created this free guide, to share what gave us hope too. You'll find the link in the bio, description, and the pinned comments. Don't miss it. The reality of challenging medical conventions. One of the most daring challenges to medical convention was performed by an Australian, where Dr. Barry Marshall, a brilliant but controversial physician, risked everything, even his own health, to prove the medical world wrong. In the early 1980s, ulcers were believed to be caused by stress or spicy food, but Dr. Marshall and his colleague Robin Warren discovered a bacterium called Helicobacter pylori. When no one believed him, he swallowed a beaker of the bacteria himself, making himself violently ill. He developed gastritis and proved the infection caused ulcers. Revealed the stubborn habit of truth. Dr. Barry Marshall's stand teaches us that truth often stands on the far side of convention. That not everything we accept today in medicine is the final word. Uncovering the truth. Serious concerns about long-term metformin use. Then there's the work of Dr. William Cleaton, an American endocrinologist who raised serious concerns about long-term metformin use. While metformin is one of the most prescribed diabetes drugs worldwide, Cleaton's research uncovered risks of vitamin B12 deficiency, lactic acidosis, and potential metabolic complications when combined with certain diets or undiagnosed conditions. Understanding the metabolic storm. Dr. Clayton's findings argued that for many patients, metformin masked symptoms while the root causes of insulin resistance went untreated. A 2016 study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism confirmed the prevalence of vitamin B12 deficiency in long-term metformin users. We've treated blood sugar but ignored the metabolic storm brewing underneath. Break free naturally, the two-part strategy for diabetic support. As these stories unfolded around me, my own experience, the endurance of Richter's rat experiment, Dr. Marshall's rebellion against outdated science and Dr. Clayton's warning, I reached a breaking point. That's when I turned to what I now call my two-part natural strategy. Internal balance and lifestyle interventions. The first supports internal balance, using ingredients and protocols shown in clinical studies to naturally aid blood sugar stability. The second focuses on lifestyle interventions, intermittent movement, anti-inflammatory nutrition, blood sugar mindfulness, and stress response management, based on evidence-backed science from journals like Diabetes Care, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, and the British Medical Journal. Hope isn't lost, it's just been hidden. Now that we understand the cost of clinging to old habits, the price of ignoring new research, and the power of enduring hope, we face a choice. A life-saving free guide bundle. Yours instantly. We've created a free guide bundle, science-backed natural wellness breakthroughs that builds on these very discoveries. It's designed for people like you and me. People still fighting, still hoping, still holding on. And inside, we share the two-part natural strategy that changed my life, and is helping many others around the world. Don't wait. Get the free guide now. The one that helped change everything for us. Click the link in the bio, description, and the pinned comments below to access this urgent guide now. Join us, because every day you wait matters, and hope is still real.